Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. On the heels of ex-Raider star Henry Ruggs facing charges of DUI resulting in death, we're learning of another incident, an alleged hit and run involving Raiders defensive back Damon Arnette. A lawsuit filed in October alleges negligence and seeks about $90,000 in damages, also naming the Raiders as a defendant.
We're aware of it, and certainly we're aware of it today. I think it's been pushed towards his lawyers and his attorneys and their team of people to handle that. I don't think we can actually comment on it any further than that.
Court records show Arnette pleaded guilty to failure to stop and improper lane change, paying an $1,100 fine. However, his attorney says he denies this latest lawsuit's claims and he looks forward to the court process. Ruggs' case is one example of a dangerous trend on Nevada's roads. Our news team has gathered data on fatal crashes. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour explains. Renee?
Jen, Andrew Bennett, Program Director for Zero Fatalities, the state's official traffic safety program, says we're just a week away from having the worst year in a decade on fatalities on Nevada's roadways this year. In 2016 and in 2018, Nevada roadways saw 329 deaths. The number of fatalities dipped to 304 in 2019, but they increased to 318 in 2020, even as many people were quarantined and working from home due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Ruggs' crash surpassed the 2020 total.
In recent years, people driving at an excess rate of speed were involved in about 1/3 of all fatal crashes on Nevada roadways. And people that were driving under the influence were involved in about 40% of all fatal crashes.
Bennett said Nevadans began driving more dangerously when streets were relatively empty due to the pandemic, and those behaviors have continued. Bennett also says these are extremely violent events, and when speeding is a major factor, they are even more violent. We cannot afford to only talk about these things when it's high profile. Jen?
Meanwhile, Ruggs' younger brother breaks his silence on social media, offering condolences to the victim's family. At the same time, he's defending his brother. Review-Journal's Leandre Fox shows us the posts.
Praying for the family of Tina Tintor and her dog, Kevontae Ruggs posted on Twitter, "May God heal the hearts of everyone who was involved in her life." The tweet included hashtags offering prayers to Henry Ruggs and his girlfriend, who was also injured in the crash. With commenters quickly criticizing Ruggs' support for his brother, he responded, "Would you say the same about your child, brother, or parent? I can guarantee yours aren't perfect either." In a since-deleted tweet, Ruggs continued his defense of his brother. "They don't mention the good you have done, or all the lives you have changed for the better. I was hospitalized this year. Thank you for saving my life." The younger Ruggs indicated he suffered from seizures and that Henry had been helping him through his medical problems. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm Leandre Fox.
In health, sponsored by 4M Dental, Love Your Smile Again, a new federal vaccine mandate for large companies. Starting January 4th, all employees with businesses with 100 or more workers will need to be vaccinated or take weekly COVID tests. In Nevada, several casino operators are already requiring employees to be vaccinated. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Smith says it has encouraged its workers to get the vaccine, offering a one-time payment of $100 for those who get it. Now to your weekend forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour's here for you. This Friday night is looking nice and pleasant in the 70s. Should cool to the 50s overnight. On Saturday, a clear, sunny day with slight breezes, high of 84 and low of 53 degrees. You can expect similar conditions on Sunday. On Monday, some clouds should start peeking through as highs dip into the 70s. By Thursday, we're back to clear skies. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. After testing positive for COVID and pausing his shows, Criss Angel is back and adds a little bundle of joy to his family. Review-Journal's John Katzlamidas has more.
It's been quite a reappearing act for Planet Hollywood headlining magician CRISS Angel. He returned to the stage Wednesday after a brief pause because he tested positive for COVID. He says he feels fine. On Friday morning, Angel posted on social media that he and wife Chanel Benson have welcomed their first daughter, Elucia Angelina. The baby was born prematurely through emergency C-section, weighs 4 pounds, 18 ounces, and is 17 inches long. But Angel says the mother and his daughter are doing just fine. It's been a magic week for that family.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. Never before in the four-belt era has someone unified the super middleweight division, but that will change when WBC, WBA, and WBO super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez takes on IBF champion Caleb Plant Saturday at MGM Grand Garden Arena. The undefeated Plant explains why this fight is personal.
Anybody who's standing across from me and looking to interrupt what I'm trying to accomplish and doing this sport is going to be personal for me. I love this sport with all my heart. I got a lot of respect for this sport, and this sport has brought me really everything in my life. So anyone who's trying to mess that up or disrupt that is going to be personal.
You don't wait to become a champion to train like a champion. You train like a champion before you become a champion, and that's been his mindset also, which is how to carry himself as well.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Raiders are consensus 3-point road favorites over the Giants, and sharp action on the Silver and Black has made them 3.5-point favorites at the South Point, Circa Sports, and Treasure Island Sportsbooks. The total is 46.5. The line opened at 3 and dipped to 2.5 following the tragic fatal car crash involving former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs. The Raiders, who are coming off their bye week, have won, covered, and gone over the total in their last 2 games following the resignation of Coach John Gruden.
In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. High demand for upholstery services. They're getting more customers during the pandemic, but face supply chain issues.
The biggest problem has been that when people are looking to order furniture, they're being told it's 6 to 9 months before they can get what they want. For us, it's an issue of the availability of the materials. We're being told that it could be 3 to 6 months before we get a specific fabric that a client wants.
An expert says hotels are fixing chairs, booths, and other furniture as their demand rebounds. In your lifestyle news, we want to remind you to set your clocks back an hour. Daylight saving time officially ends 2 a.m. Sunday. Officials also say a good time to check the batteries on your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here on Monday for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.